The government wants to settle more refugees and migrants outside metropolitan centres in regional and rural areas. What are some of the issues for refugee families living in these areas? How do they respond? What does it take to make it work and help refugees thrive in a regional area? At Zara's house in Newcastle, they assess the needs of the refugee families first and use their knowledge of the regional area to let those needs drive their work supporting the refugee families.
My name is Sister Diana Sandelman and I'm a part of the leadership team here at Zara's House Refugee Women and Children's Centre at Jesmond, which is a suburb of Newcastle.
And my name is Wanda McInnes-Fogg. I'm the coordinator of the Children's Centre and the secretary of our management team. This place works so well because the women are focused on the children, not on the learning, and vice versa. So they're the four things that I think are really important to consider. So location, assessment of needs, availability of volunteers, and then the fourth being child-minding.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that we are not a preschool and we're not a playgroup.
Not everybody can drive. You need a place where there's where the location is central to where the majority of your people are living. You need to assess the needs of that population. For example, someone who's first coming from a war-torn country and who's faced unbelievable trauma is going to have very, very specific needs. If they've been here for some time and they're looking, to achieve their citizenship, or if they're looking for employment, it's going to depend on all of those factors. So you have to assess the needs of that community if you're in a regional area.
Shepparton in regional Victoria has a long history of welcoming migrants and more recently refugees. Despite being only a 2 to 3 hour drive from Melbourne, isolation can still be a challenge in Shepparton. St George's Road Community Hub has found a garden makes a huge difference in helping form connections along with good networks.
My name is Liz and I'm based at the Community Hub of St George's Road Primary School and Shepparton English Language Centre. I began the hub from scratch at the end of 2018. So whilst we're not near a big city, we do have other refugee services and other organisations that we partner with here. So we do network together, often that's online, to meet the needs of the community at the time. That happened when there was the fall of Kabul in Afghanistan. So it was really quite easy for me personally, when I became a community hub leader. I've had really strong connections with different networks, different groups, different organisations, different communities, community leaders. Within the refugee and asylum seeker and migrant space, we're located very close and they're part of our community hub, the Shepparton English Language Centre. Through the Shepparton English Language Centre, I'm also able to talk with, discuss, access different trainings, professional. I'm able to access different professional development that they are doing, and we're able to bounce off each other all the time. I'm not an octopus. I don't have 8 arms, so I need that extra hands-on support, or with translation, or just to bounce different ideas off. Some of the most important factors, I believe, in refugee settlement, anywhere, and particularly in a regional area, is having a safe space to come to connect. One of our most popular programs is the Gardening and Nature Play. So growing cultural edible plants. So we're learning lots about each other, but walking into that garden, I see the eyes light up, the shoulders go down, and relax into the space. Whether that be the African ladies might notice the linga-linga, or the Afghan ladies notice the gandana, or the Iraqi ladies notice the rashad. But they get so excited. And what we do is we grow and share that produce, and then we have cooking. The families will take turns teaching from their culture. At the moment we're developing a recipe book, but that garden prompts so much conversation, and it prompts a lot of extra English because that's the one common language that they do have, even if it's just a few words. And the women have also expressed that they feel safety in the diversity, not just one main culture.
Darling Heights State School in Toowoomba found that developing partnerships enriches what they do, and it also has a ripple effect in the wider community, supporting the settlement of refugee families with pathways into the broader community.
Darling Heights is in quite a low socioeconomic suburb in Toowoomba. We have approximately 41 cultural groups and languages in our school. A substantial amount of our parents are illiterate in both English and their home tongue. So really communication needs to be face-to-face. Often at the gate, walking around talking to people, and I go around and talk to people about programs that are up and coming. You get your face out there and you build relationships, and you just take the time to make every person feel special. Darling Heights School have 34 plus community organisations that support the school, and we have monthly meetings with all of our community groups, and often they'll bring with them the bilingual workers. Having an afternoon or a morning tea at the end of the year where you invite everyone to the school, it's a great networking opportunity for them as well for us, and it's a great way for us to say thank you. And being a regional centre, it's very, very important for us to offer a wide range because people can't go to other places to access these things. It's great that they can come to the school, they can get wide loads of knowledge, they can make friends, they can connect with their kids' school. It's a great outcome. We're sharing a lot of goodwill with a lot of people, and that just sort of spreads out and leaches out into the community. It's far from a financial burden to have a community hub attached to your school. And what it has done is it has enriched our school in ways that we would never have imagined.
Overcoming isolation in regional areas relies on developing strong, supportive relationships with external organisations and networks. Accessing and sharing knowledge is critical to success.